Welcome to get to know the speakers of DigitalConfex. Today we have with us Ranjan Bhasin, Senior Director, Information Technology, Greystar India Services Pvt Ltd. He will be joining as a speaker on the topic, the role of AI in revolutionizing industries and enhancing lives during the third Information Technology Confex happening in New Delhi on 23rd August. Hi Ranjan, welcome to the chat show.
Hi, thank you very much for having me. I'm very excited.
It's our pleasure, Ranjan, to have you in our conference. So please give us
Sure,
a brief introduction of yourself and your field of expertise for our audience.
sure, absolutely. My name is Ranjan Bhasin, and I have close to about 23 years of experience within the IT space. I have worked with companies like Convergys, HCL, EXL, and now I'm working with Greystar Services India Private Limited, which is based out of Mohali since last almost 2.5 years. My core expertise, I would say, is into the automation and AI space. I'm very excited in my current role because I'm setting up an automation and AI COE within Greystar India. Thanks.
Thanks, Ranjan. It was great knowing you and your expertise. So moving forward, I have a few questions for you today. My first
Yeah.
question is, what's one IT trend you wish would disappear and one you can't wait to see more of?
IT trend to disappear.
Yeah.
I think it will be the fear of security that any IT professional has. While there are a lot of mitigating controls that an organization actually has to implement, but this is still a fear, and I really want this fear to disappear. There is a lot of work which is to be done. Entry level graduate or an associate in an organization can think about artificial intelligence in their regular work. People just talk about chat GPTs or maybe just the basic co-pilots of the world. But when our associates or senior associates talk about artificial intelligence in their core work, which is core finance work, insurance work, healthcare work, I think that is going to be very exciting.
Great answer. So if innovation were a superpower, what would your IT superpower be?
uh, I think I'm dreaming of a virtual executive assistant, which can actually be an assistant to everyone. And it's not just setting up of meeting invites or sending email replies, but somebody which is fully cognitive and powered with deep artificial intelligence power, and who can actually assist and augment an IT professional. Remind me of my work when it's missing. Help me set up the meetings proactively, not just when I call them, or when I call my the virtual executive assistant, right? Interact with my team members to find out their challenges. Get me the summary of my last 1 year's meetings. I can get the summary of last one meeting, but not the collation of 1 year's meetings, and a lot of more things which these EAs generally do. But I think somebody who is real, powerful, and yet a virtual.
I think in future maybe we can see that. So
Sure.
my next question is, why is AI more talked about in the last 4 to 5 years?
Well, that's a great question, I must say. Ayush, there are many reasons, I think, which our fellow leaders would also know about. But I just want to talk about three or four tangents to this. One is the abundant availability of data. If you see over the last 15 to 20 years, there have been exponential growth in mobile phones, in laptops, iPads, IoT devices. So everywhere around us, there is data being generated. That's reason number one. Reason number two is the advancement of the compute power. With GPUs, with TPUs, I think the training of AI models have become like fast, real fast. I think something which would have taken 1 year is now accomplished in just 1 week of time. I'm comparing 20 years back versus today. Third is the enhancement and again advancement of the complex algorithms like generative AI coming up, and then even fine tuning of these generative large language models to even embed business domain knowledge. So complex algorithms is the third thing. And last is, I would say, the availability of cloud services to the hands of a common man. Right now, if I want to use computer vision, I do not have to write a model. It's readily available as an API from our renowned public cloud providers. So I think these four things actually have made AI really possible.
I think you talked about the four things very nicely. And my next question is, what are the top three, four challenges which organizations experience while implementing or adopting AI?
Yeah, I think it's a very, very fantastic and important question for every professional. I'm sure every professional will have different dimensions to this, but whatever I have experienced, I'm going to talk about that. The first one is, I would say, change management, or maybe organizational change management. I know every professional would agree to it, that there is a concern in the minds of employees that, hey, whether my job is going to go away, am I safe? Am I secure? Will I get redundant? So, and that is where people do not collaborate. People do not pay attention to these advancements in technology. I think they are very happy in doing their repetitive, mundane tasks. So, change management is the biggest challenge that I see. Second could be lack of quality data. As we all know, data is the base and foundation of any model, whether it is AI model or machine learning model. But if the organization does not have relevant data, then any model will be a very generic model, right? It cannot have the power of domain, right? If a real estate company like ours, you want to use a large language model, I want that large language model to have the power of real estate, the power of property management, investment management into it. And I think that quality data has to be there in the organization. And third, I think talent. We do have talent, we do produce talent, but I think that there is a lot of effort which the organizations have to take to upskill their talent, so that they actually do not just use these models, but actually work on the research also in improving the models. Yeah, and then fourth and the last, which is very concerning to the CXOs, is about the ethics, legalities, and compliance issues. Can the data be shared with public models? How do we integrate country-specific measures or compliance guidelines into the models? Will there be an issue if the organization find themselves in privacy infringement? Right? These concerns actually are of top concern for any CXO. I think these are four things that, again, I believe are the top challenges.
I think our audience can tune into your session to know more about this role of AI. So
Sure.
my last question will be for today. What's a eureka moment in your career that changed the way you look at the tech?
Okay. You are forcing me to think in the last 1 decade. Uh, I think there was a project which actually got failed miserably, I must say. And that was the, I will say, learning or defining moment I don't know if that was a eureka moment or not, but certainly a defining moment in my career where we learned a lot about making business reengineering first and then automation. How do we commit, our benefits quantification to the business? What's the effect of smart testing in the automation and AI space, right? What is the impact of a good business analysis in the overall automation solutions and AI solutions? I think this was about 5 6 years back, I think 7 years back, when I got into this project. But it failed, but it was a fantastic learning opportunity.
Thanks, Ranjan. It was great connecting with you, and I am thrilled with your
Sure.
excitement to join our conference. So, any
Oh,
words for
absolutely.
our
I'm most excited.
any words for our participants who will be joining in the conference?
No, I'm just looking forward to do a lot of meaningful conversations. I'm looking forward to hear from our experienced and veteran panel. So I'm really looking forward and excited to be part of this.
Great. Thanks for your time today, Ranjan, and to all the participants. Don't miss this session happening on 3rd IT Convex on 23rd August in New Delhi. Get a great chance to connect with him in person. See you soon, Ranjan.
See you soon. Take care.